print all arguments without using AC. Print all arguments without using AC. So normally, when we've been doing, whenever you want to write a program in the main, so let's start a new one, Emacs. Um, let's title it print AV. .c. So of course we have let's add our header files.
Yeah, I've sent it to the WhatsApp group so you guys can check it out.
Okay. Okay, so I've seen it. So the parents this thing becomes one. Okay. All right, thank you very much. So guys, we can appreciate it on the WhatsApp group. Okay. So let's write this. So usually we'll have int AC, and then we would have int AC, and then we would have argv, AV, or you can name it whatever you want. It's not by force you use AC or AV. You can name this. Some people will name this argv, argc, and some people will name this argv. So argc just means argument count, and argv means argument vector. So argument count, argument vector. So have you ever bothered to ask what a vector means? So what is a vector in C programming? So a vector is a type of array you find in object-oriented programming like C++. Like arrays, they store multiple data values. So no, I don't think this is what we're looking for. However, unlike arrays, they cannot store primitive data values. Okay. So there are a lot of definitions, but it's coming more from okay. Basically, what I wanted us to about vectors, not to waste time. There are a lot of descriptions about vectors, not to waste time. What I want us to get is that here a vector is in our program, a vector is a is an array of pointers. Is an array of pointers. So that is basically what a vector is. At least in this case, is an array of pointers. of pointers to different things. But in this situation, the data type that we're pointing to is a pointer to a pointer of characters, a pointer to pointer, an array of pointers to of characters. Or is that correct? An array of characters. Let me put it like that. Array of characters. So it's a pointer to a pointer to character to a character. So um do I have any note taking application here? Okay. So basically, um I've not tried this out before, but I just want to believe I understand what is going on. Normally when we write, we understand that this is argument count, and we understand that this is the vector, this argument vector, which is an array of the strings that are of arguments that are passed into the command line. So let me use this. For example, if I have ls, la, and then I put root, for example. So argument count here becomes, there are three arguments: 1, 2, and 3. The first argument is usually the name of the program that you are calling. Then the rest will now be the arguments to the program. But on the command line, there are three arguments. So this is three command line arguments. But when it now comes to that program, the first command line argument would be the name or the path to the program that you are calling. The remaining two, or the remaining arguments that follow, will now be the arguments of the program. Do we understand? Can I continue? Do we understand, please?
Yes, please go on.
So
Yes, we
what they're
do.
now asking us is that they want us to, before we, the way we will print this, if you want to print these three things to the screen, is that because this argc gives us, it gives us the number of arguments, so we will just write a loop. We'll do something like for, we'll declare something. We can say int I equal to 0. Let me use a while loop. You can say while I less than argc. We can say something like print f, or let me just use puts argv I. Then we'll do I plus plus. So if we run this is where we at. So you see it prints PAV hello world. So this is how we've been writing this program before. So now what they want us to do is to be able to write this program. Want to write this program without using this argv. So inside our program, we will not make a reference to argv. So my first thought, which I want to try out now, is that argv is a null terminated vector. That's my first thought, and I I have a lot of reasons to suspect that that is true, because there will be no other way for you to print argv if it is not null terminated. Because if there is nothing to stop you, then you would access other parts of the memory, and what you will get is a segmentation fault. So I want
But
to
sorry, there's. Can you hear me?
get to,
I feel like argv is like an array of arrays. So if you use
yeah.
not terminated, will it not stop at the very first, because the first one is like a string. So the first input will have like a not terminating byte, sort of. So would it not stop there?
Very good question. So, like I said, it's an array of arrays. Now, remember, we are using pointer. We are using pointers. Now, a string is an array of characters which will have a null byte at the end. So when you say it's a character of arrays that is null terminated, what you are saying is that the last character is a null character. A null character is different from a null pointer. So if I'm talking about an array of arrays which is null terminated, then it means I'm saying that the last pointer will be pointing to null. It's the same way when we're dealing with linked lists. We said the last pointer will be the what? The length of the linked list will be the one that points to null. That is how you get to the end of the linked list when you encounter null as next.
Yeah, I get it now. Thanks.
So that's what I want to believe would also terminate argv, and which is what I want to test out now. So number one is, remember, you have to set argc as unused. We have to set argc as unused. So let's do that here. So I prefer to use the void. So that makes it unused. So we can now do here. We can say argv. We'll still say I not equal to null. So of course, for you to use null, you must include a library, the standard library, stdlib. So now I want us to test this. Oh, sorry, I didn't. So our program compiled. So you see it's working. So that means we don't need AC, that's argument count, to print the number of arguments. What's the subject of the meeting? So we are having a discussion. We are going through everything that you need to start coding your own shell. Everything you need to start coding your own shell. So presently, we've discussed PID and PPID. I will send a link to that discussion on the group. Then now we are on 0, which is get PPI, and we've done get PPID. Sorry, we don't get PPID, and then we've done this. So we are on. Okay, I didn't see this. It says write a shell script that prints the maximum value of a PID, and that a PID process can be. I think we will have to come back to that. We would have to come back to this. So I think we've done this. Any questions on this exercise 0? Any questions on exercise 0, guys?
None from me. It's totally
Okay.
clear.
Okay. So it's even explained here. I didn't read this. Wow, that's bad of me. This is the command line arguments are passed through the main function. This one. So AV is a null terminated. So this was actually my assumption. AV is a null terminated array of strings, and ACE is the number of waves. So AV0 usually is the. So this was what we explained already. So we've been able to print this. So that is good. So here says okay, I've already done this. It says write a program that prints PID of the parent process and run your program several times within the same shell. It should be the same. It should be the same. Does echo dollar print the same value? So this is for this was what we did. Maybe we can quickly do this. So please you can attempt this on your own. Please let's try to attempt this. Attempt it, please. Everybody should open their own open your shell and try to do this, please. So my echo dollar keeps printing the same thing here. Let me just modify this program. PID. To remove all this. So, did we attempt it, please?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just setting up my PC where I went to charge, so I've not tried it yet.
Yes, the session is being recorded. So how do you print the maximum value a process ID can be? I think the way we do that is
Sorry, is it that nobody saying anything, or is me that's not just hearing something?
no, no, no. We're trying to do something.
Oh, okay, okay. I think I missed that. Please, which one are we trying to?
The task says write a um just write a
Okay, is
shell
it that
script.
read line one?
This one. Write a shell script that prints the maximum value a process ID can be.
Okay, okay.
So the first thing is how can we get the maximum value of the PI of the process ID? Okay. Okay. Have you been able to get it done, guys? Hello, are we there?
Yeah, I did get mine done.
Okay.
Yeah, I did get mine done.
Suffering fail.
Let me. Sorry,
No, I'm trying to ask the others.
I didn't hear that clearly.
So I'm trying to ask every other person.
Okay.
Guys, have you been able to get it done?
Hello, sir. I'm still working on that.
Okay. Okay, guys, can we continue? Guys, please, can we
From my
continue?
from my end, yes.
Yes, we can. We can.
Okay.
We can
All right.
continue.
All right. So, maybe after a while, we would just take a break. Maybe at that break, you could, if you have a challenge with running the script, then you could bring it up so that somebody can help out with it. So the next task, here, we've spoken about how to, of course, we've done this. Now the next thing is to read line. How we are going to read line. So the next thing is how we are going to read line. So it says write a program that prints a prompt and wait for the user to enter a command. Print it on the next line. So the goal is you write a program, the user enters a command, and then you will print the command on the next line. Make sure you read the man, that's man 3 get line, and return the return value section in order to know when to stop reading. That's the keyword end of life, EOF or Control D. So in the advanced stage, we will be asked to write our own get line. Okay, so let's try to understand get line. So I'm going to stop